Yo, so just getting on the road here, making sure I have everything I need, which I think I do. So yeah, wallet, straps, and keys, phone, 4 pens, badge, watch, water, lunchbox, book. All the doors are locked, dogs are taken care of, so we're all good to go. Let's get it, guys. So this will be fun to bring you guys along on the best day. This is day in the life as a medical courier. Pretty excited to show you guys this stuff. All the cool things. I know I did this it would have been 4 years ago when I was in college. I did a video where I was taking a Japanese class in Ashland, and I would drive from my house to Ashland, and I made a video discussing procrastination and how one might go about beating it. Short and long-term strategies type video. It was pretty cool. It did pretty well. It got maybe 30, 70 views, 50 views, something like that. It was granted, it was a 15 or so minute video of me just driving in the car discussing my thoughts. But yeah. So I guess the first thing to know as a medical courier is everywhere we go has to be our day is very structured. So that's the first thing to know. Our day is very structured. We go by a schedule. So for me today, I'm on the late shift. So it's the Creekside shift, it's called. So on this shift, the Creekside shift, there are, wait for this Prius to go past me and I'll continue. So there are certain things there on this Creekside shift. It's a late shift, right? So fundamentally what I'm doing is I'm gonna clock in at 3:45 today, and I'm going to work until midnight when I get off. It's a late shift, yeah, I know. But the cool thing about this is that I'm going to go from place A to place B to place C to place D, etc. throughout the day. And that's essentially what you do as a medical courier. You go to different locations around the hospital where I work, and you pick up different specimens. So it could be a person's blood, it could be a person's urine, it could be there's other things. There's microbiology specimens, that could be stool samples where people are getting their stools tested. There's cytology samples, so that's like pap smears, for example. What else? There's other cytology samples. I'm not super familiar with it because I'm just the transportation guy, but generally speaking, there's cytology, and then there's special chemistry, which is essentially a chlamydia gonorrhea test that is always in a swab-based capsule? Yeah, that's how you say that. Swab-based capsule, and it has a yellow cap on it. So those are the different types: blood, urine, microbiology, cytology, and special chemistry. And on our sheet, we bring around a sheet every day, and it has all of those different types of specimens. And when we do a pickup, we record a couple different things. So say I go to a place, this is the boring way to explain it, but say I go to a place, my first place is going to be Black Oak Draw Station, where there's a lot of blood draws. So I'll go there at 4 o'clock after I clock in, And there's usually blood, there's usually some urine, there's some microbiology specimens. There's rarely ever cytology or special chemistry. Those are less frequently picked up. Most frequent is blood, urine, microbiology. So I go there, I'm gonna pick up however many specimens I pick up, say 4 blood, 3 urine, and 3 microbiology. I'm gonna record that I picked up a blood specimen, a urine specimen, and a microbiology specimen. I'm gonna record the time, so since I'm there, hypothetically in this example, is at 4 o'clock, I'm gonna say write down 1600, which is military time for 4 o'clock. You just basically add 12 hours to 4 and you get 1600. That's how that works, which is kind of cool. I didn't really I only started learning. Anyway, so to get back on track, you record the time, the specimen types, and the specimen temperatures. So its temperature types could be a room temp temperature, something that's found in a basket at room temperature. Excuse me. Excuse me. Allergies, man. But it could be room temp, and then there's 2 other ones, refrigerated and frozen. Most of the time it's either room temp or refrigerated. And essentially what you do is put down, say I have, going back to the example, I have blood, urine, microbiology. The time is 1600. I'll put down room temp or refrigerated because I picked up specimens from a basket and I picked up specimens from a fridge. In other words, I picked up specimens at room temperature, the basket, and I picked up specimens from the fridge. In other words, refrigerated. There's also a freezer in Black Oak, and the place I'm talking about right now, Black Oak, and it's not, I've never encountered a time where there's been frozen specimens, but hypothetically, if there were frozen specimens in there, I would also record the frozen box as well. So yeah, so I think that's it. You would do 1600 time, blood, urine, microbiology. You can also say you have a BUM because it's blood, urine, microbiology, BUM. It's an acronym. It's an easy way to remember. And then if you have blood, urine, microbiology, cytology, special chem, you can say I have a BUM cis, because that's kind of how it sounds, like blood, urine, microbiology, cytology, special chemistry. Just how it works. how the specimens are laid out from left to right on the recordings Courier sheet. And then room temp refrigerated, we had no frozen. And then we record the number of specimens we picked up overall. So say I picked up 9 specimens overall. I'm going to record, and I'm going to put a 9 under number of specimens picked up, which is another slot. So we have 1600, the time we picked up. We have a BUM, or blood, urine, microbiology, the types of specimens we picked up. We have room temp and refrigerated. In other words, the temperatures we picked up at, we didn't have any frozen, so we didn't check that. And last but not least, we put 9 because that's the number of specimens we picked up. And then I'll take those specimens back to the hospital to drop off at the lab. There's a processing window we drop it off at. And so I'll take those specimens back, I'll go upstairs to the 2nd floor, I'll drop those specimens off at this processing window, and I'll be like, here you guys go, and then I'll record the number of specimens I have I'm dropping off, so in this case 9, so I'll write a 9, I'll put my initials, so NO, and I'll put the route I'm on. So for tonight I'm on, I said Creekside earlier, but it's actually called Micro, so I'll put Micro, MICRO. So 9, NO, first initials, and Micro, and then I'll stamp, and then they have this this stamp machine. It's essentially it stamps, I think what it does, pretty sure this is what it does. It's as you put the sheet in, and it stamps it with ink, recording the time of it currently is. So it kind of has a more record that's independent of what you wrote down, just to double verify the number of specimens you dropped off. Because I think this is not, I'm not sure. So that's what it is. And then I will just go on to my next location. And yeah, that's how the basic life of a courier is. It's pretty cool because they keep you to a schedule. So being early is the name of the game, like I said at the beginning of this video. It's really important to always put your best foot forward in terms of being early and showing up to the job with a smile, which is kind of a rule I live by anyway, but I think that's a great motto for life in general, is be early, not late, because you're either early or you're late. And then additionally, just make eye contact and show up to the day with a smile. That's a great way to do it. So that's about it. That's in a nutshell what a medical courier does. And I'll be doing a lot of shifts, doing a lot of stops on this specific route. Has a lot of microbiology stops. The microbiology department is across the street from the hospital. That's why this route is called micro, because you mostly are doing microbiology stops. And so I'll be doing a lot of those. It's from 7 o'clock onwards, so 1900 onwards to, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, what is it? 1900 to 2200, so 10 o'clock p.m., 10 p.m. I'm going to be doing, or 9:50, so 10, yeah, essentially 10. From 7 to 10, I'm going to be doing pickups at the microbiology department across the street from where I work at the hospital in Oregon. I'm not going to say exactly where I work, but in Oregon. And I'm bring those specimens back to the hospital, and I do that every half hour on the half hour. So at 7 o'clock, I do that. I bring those specimens back. I wait 30 minutes, do it again at 7:30, bring them back, drop them off at the processing window, go over to Creekside, the microbiology's place, at 8 o'clock, come back, drop off, and so on, all the way until 10 o'clock. And then at the end of the night, I go make a longer trip to another hospital that's local to the area, my area in Oregon, and that takes about an hour one way, so it's about a 2-hour commitment two ways, and I leave for that around 10:30 p.m. and when I return, it's midnight and I clock out. So anywho, that's how it works, and I hope that explanation was helpful, and I hope it wasn't confusing. I know I have a tendency to repeat myself, so I'm going to be working on that, but I hope that you guys understood the basics of what my responsibilities as a medical courier are overall, and what a day in the life as a medical courier looks like. So thank you for listening and watching. And I know I also said that I was going to be recording throughout my work day. I know I didn't say that, but I was actually planning to do that. But after kind of going through that explanation, I'm realizing that would be a big commitment, and I just want to focus on my day. So I hope the explanation was sufficient. Let me know in the comments if you want to, you would be interested in something like that in the future. Maybe I could somehow, there's a lot of, it would be complicated, but let me know. Would you be interested in maybe seeing a more first person as I go through my day, vlog type content? Or does this kind of answer the question of what a medical courier does for those who are interested? But regardless, thank you for watching. This has been Noah Olson. Hope you guys have a great day, and peace out. Take care of yourselves.